Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for September 9th, 2024. This is for Aries. Last shuffle coming out for Aries. Let's see what's up. So, Aries, what we have is dark thoughts and taking steps. Some of you may be wondering there's some of you taking steps to try to really prioritize love. Some of you may be in that space. It doesn't always have to be romantic love, right? But love in general, telling the truth, being honest about what makes you really happy. It's very important that you do that. This is saying that you may be thinking far ahead in the future, saying that you'd have to be very sharp with someone, or you may have to come out like out of pocket with someone. This is like you're like thinking far ahead, which means to me that maybe you're cooperating or compromising with someone maybe a little too much. And not to say that you should not compromise things, but you may be actually sacrificing something that makes you really, really happy in order to appease someone. And you may be looking forward and saying, oh my gosh, am I going to have to keep doing this for the rest of my life? Right? Because someone should be cooperating with me as well. Like I'm doing one thing. I would hope that in some regard later on in the future, I'm considered a little bit more. With the sun over the whole reading, this speaks about uh, it's more so about being happy. I feel like you're sacrificing a lot for the happiness of other people. That's just the sun speaks about happiness and joy. It's arguably the happiest card in the deck. You see the sun, it's like, oh my gosh, everything's growing, everyone's happy, it's warm, it's sunny, but beyond that, it's about enlightenment, it's about things being brought to the light, things of that nature. There's so many different meanings, but happiness is here very much so for me, because dark thoughts is usually about the future. Sorry about that, sorry. But dark thoughts is usually about the future, and typically that would say to me that you think far ahead, or you look far ahead and you're not confident in the direction something is going, or you're not confident that going down this path is going to lead to any kind of happiness or joy. A lot of this would have to say that you think it's hard for you to come out and say what it is you need, because it almost feels like maybe before, you have said things before and you just felt like it's insulting to have to tell somebody what you need when you feel like they should know you, right? Everything is out on Front Street. You obviously see I don't like mayonnaise, so why are you putting it on my sandwich, like that kind of thing. um so later on in the future, you may dread having to tell someone what is bothering you, right? Because it seems as though by the time you do, you got your sword drawn. By the time you're looking far ahead, like by the time I tell them how I feel about something, it may be to the point where I got my sword out. I got knives drawn right now. Taking steps to the Three of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. This talks so much about how the intention of you is to really to you want to be able to compromise and stick to that compromise. So whatever it is, you need to take steps towards saying, this is something I can do for the sake of love. Love is very important. So is the happiness of all people involved. You could love someone to your blue in the face, but if they're the only ones happy in the situation, what's the point? You know what I mean? If you're not able to find any joy in the situation, what is really truly the point besides just love itself? And so there's something about that going on here, about the exchange, about what I can continue to do later on down the line. Can I keep this up? Can I continue to sacrifice my football Sunday for da 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 da? Or you know what I mean? There's so many things I'm seeing here with the great achievement, Eight of Swords, and Judgment. And this doesn't have to be like romantic love. I'm talking about loving someone. It could be anything. Parent-child dynamic. It could be like you and a friend, you and a sibling, um, all these different relationships. It could be your boss. Like, I don't know that I'll be able to continue to show up this way all the time and not be recognized for who I am, or not be taken into consideration, that maybe I want to invest my time into other things. And great achievement with this energy tells me that you may feel that you're in an impossible situation for this to be here. It's impossible. The great achievement is saying, I'm going to have to get, it's going to be very difficult, but I have to get myself out of this out of this, right? Before I get stuck, before I'm trapped, before because it seems like you may have been trapped in this manner before. With great achievement, it's like, I'm not going to do this again. The Judgment and Eight of Swords. Like, this isn't going to be my story from here on out. Happy success, Five of Wands, and Death. So the happy success energy is like, no matter what, in this tug of war, you're choosing you, or you should choose you. They're wanting you to think about what kind of conversation would you need to say. What do you need to really truly say? What can you say that can stick? Or you're going to make this commitment or make a promise to do certain things, or to show up a certain way, or to have certain um, requirements, or whatever it is, right? I have a list of things here. These are the things I can do, and these are the things I cannot do. You're going to be happier, especially if, as you think about what makes you happy in the long run. Think about what you're doing now, and can you keep that up? And that is definitely cause for a conversation where it's like, this is definitively yes or no. And what can you continue to keep pushing on with? And they're saying that whatever it is that you're dealing with or doing, you're close to the finish line as well. If you're questioning whether or not you should keep doing something, you're close to the finish line, especially if it pertains to business, or reaching some understanding with someone. You're close to getting them to the point where they see the light before you have to really go off. Because I'm seeing somebody snap, like clapping as they're saying it real slow. Like, let me explain it for you one more time. Okay, I see someone doing that, or feeling that they're going to have to do that and they don't want to. Um, your intentions here are to see what is it that you can do, that you can deal with or do for a long period of time. What do you think you can handle? Okay, so they're saying here that love is the most important thing. So whatever it is that you can do comfortably to where you're honored and you're honoring someone else is important. Okay, so you could be dealing with Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, main signs, or Leo too, main sign. Also, we have Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, or Gemini. So you could be an Aries, Taurus cusp, dealing with a Virgo, Libra cusp, um, Libra, Scorpio cusp, or a Taurus, Gemini cusp, Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.